There we go.
Hello, everyone, and Merry Christmas. Welcome to
Hey,
the special
everybody.
day episode. With me is Admiral Teague.
Hello, I am Admiral Teague. Join me. We have a galaxy to conquer. You will be well treated. Tonight, we have a fantastic episode of non-Star Trek.
No, we have the closest thing to a Christmas episode of Star Trek there is. An
Well,
episode of Babylon 5.
There is a Christmas-themed Star Trek movie, but it's pretty dark and horrible what happens on Christmas.
Hey,
Hey.
Gorilla. Oh, he has to clean up for incoming holiday people. Good for you,
what?
Gorilla.
Have a good holiday, Gorilla.
And hello, Sith Dan.
Hi, Dan.
So, as I said, the closest thing that Star Trek ever made to a holiday episode, an episode of Babylon 5, Parliament of Dreams.
Does it have inclusiveness and diversity in it that I can feel good about watching it? Will I see myself in it?
Well, it does have inclusiveness.
Is there a Cuban character?
Almost. Hey, Akeem.
Edward James might be Cuban, but that's the other near Star Trek show. And hello. We have 3,036 ships in my fleet on my channel. On this channel, we have almost 900. We should have more. Please join Germ's channel and hit the thumbs up because he's a great YouTuber. He's also a really great X-follow if you want to see a case for institutionalization.
And hello, Radioactive.
Hey, radio, my friend.
A good Star Trek connection, Commander Tumalock.
Commander Tobolak is Elias Koteas.
And he
Or
also
Andreas-
plays
Is it Elias
Ambassador
Koteas?
Jakar here.
Is it Elias Koteas or Andreas Katsoulis? It's Elias Koteas, right?
Yeah, Gavin noticed it.
Hello, Bull. Am I allowed to call him Blackie? I guess I just did. I'm just picturing him back at his council on like our bridge. Like, Blackie, I need shields to fall. It's like, I'm working on it, Captain.
A lot more lively than Tumalock.
Yeah, no, he's a good character. He dials up a different performance for this. This is a good show. I like this show. I watched a lot of this show. It was really involved, though, and I didn't follow the deep soap opera, but I heard that it pays off.
It pays off the first 4 seasons. Season 5 is pretty much a close up the everything they forgot to do.
Well, Michael O'Hare had health problems. This is so damn unacceptable.
Funny enough, not a great hope for peace. About as effective as the United Nations.
Everyone in this episode, in this show, has sort of a resume. The actors, at least.
Yeah, for the most part.
Well, not the bit part players, but all the big cast members. You have one person who's from 24 with Andrea Thompson. You have a person from Lost in Space. You have a guy from Animal House, major role.
Hey, buddy. Yeah, the UN, I guess, is good for strongly
Hi,
worded
buddy.
letters and, well, taking advantage of poor orphan children.
They sent me a strongly worded message, sir. I received a strongly worded letter from the UN. They said I had hostilely occupied my living room for too long.
Sounds like they want your real estate. The most important day of the Centauri calendar. Of course he did. Oh, yeah, that's true. That particular gentleman was a big believer in the UN. He's a big supplier to the UN and his product as well. Centauri sure do like their gods. He has become one with the table. Not a bad ex. Why would he want you to leave? It's not like you stabbed him or anything.
All right, you know what? Is it Sherman, the first guy? Spare us your personal story. We don't care. I'm glad I'm not the only person who has a relationship like that. Just cycling back into your orbit over and over.
Of course, he's been stalking you since he found out you were there.
Michael O'Hare doesn't have to try that hard to look crazy and obsessed, does he? He's fine now. But by the way, Dan, I think he was on drugs because he was crazy. Germ, any thoughts on that one?
Yeah.
The drugs were a side effect, I believe. He was really crazy. He had a problem.
He had bipolar schizophrenia. And he's doing great right now. He's been dead for 13 years.
He's at peace. He did recover and he did return to the show. He didn't make a full recovery. He couldn't work full time. He didn't have no work either, though. He did sort of okay. However, the replacement was an upgrade.
Yeah, it became Sheridan's pleasure station.
Well, certainly after Delenn Maltz, right, Germ?
Yeah.
You know who else, unfortunately, has no more problems is poor Claudia Christian. Claudia Christian died at like 61.
Claudia Christian, I believe, is still alive.
I think she died.
Now, Claudia Christian is not Delenn.
I know that.
No, she's 60 years old, still alive.
Claudia Christian is Ivanova.
Yeah.
She's also in a couple of episodes of MacGyver. She's 5'10", Germ. She's also in Atlantis: The Lost Empire and Columbo. Yeah, you're right. She's still around.
Virtually everyone else is gone.
Except for her. It's Mia Furlan who died. Delenn is dead. She died January 20th, 2021. The first day of the first Trump the last day of she died the day Biden was sworn in, didn't she?
She didn't want to see it.
Either that or Biden grabbed her right before he was inaugurated and like sucked the charge of life out of her. It's just like Indiana Jones in The Last Crusade.
Equally as possible.
She was in a show with Bob Picardo. Did you know she was born Did you know she was born in Zagreb, Croatia? He is okay until he signs his new tech contract. He'll be quiet soon enough. Is that Otis? It looks like Otis. Here comes Will Robinson.
Yeah, it took him a couple decades, but he finally got another good role.
This is his intro on the show, isn't it? What is this, episode 5?
Yeah. This is an intro for a lot of secondary characters.
The pilot flew and got picked up, so they were given some small infusion to get a larger cast because the first bunch of money went to the cast, to the sets and the principal actors.
And the first 4 episodes are used to establish their rather large cast.
I think the first 4 episodes were like a 2-hour movie event, right? Or something like that.
No, the movie is separate from the first 4 episodes.
This was tough because I never saw Babylon's 1 through 4. And of course, we know Babylon 3 disappeared completely, I believe. We never did find out what happened to Babylon 3, did it? Did it ever reappear?
Oh, they find out in season 3, I believe.
What happened?
And it's Babylon 4.
Oh, what happened?
Oh, Commander Sinclair stole it.
This is Commander Sinclair, right?
Yep.
Is this when he comes back as Space Christ?
Pretty much, yeah.
So, guys, she's not doing an accent. That's just how she talks. These aliens are like right out of Hitchhiker's Guide. They're insectoid sleestak, Germ.
Yep. Perfect bodyguard, big and dumb.
The special effects aren't too bad, but they also aren't too good.
Hey, the first generation CGI for television, wide use.
It is really, really, really audacious. And by the way, I had that candle. I think my parents had it at their house.
Yeah, it came with the picture frame everybody bought.
It's an oil candle.
Hey,
hey, what's up, man? As you can tell in the '90s, it's like the '90s just raging by. She has the thinnest eyebrows ever, huh?
And that's actually better than the caterpillar eyebrow look.
I think right now where we're somewhere in between, like the two extremes, might be the best way to go. Like some grooming, but not razor thin and looking surprised like this chick. One, two, and three were sabotaged before and destroyed before they were completed. Four was completed and vanished when Sinclair took it to go back in time.
Yep. Became Mbari Jesus.
I don't want to second guess Sinclair because of all the pain he went through after the Battle of the Line. Germ, where do you stand on the well-known rumor that this was submitted to be Star Trek?
It was never proven. He tried. He had no chain of custody for the script, and they countersued him saying he is the one who copied it because DS9 in every way, shape, and form came out first.
There's some Vulcan stuff. There's some Vulcan-looking stuff. Those little bells on the triangle. The story that goes around is that he was asked that the call went out for a Star Trek show with these things on a space station, not going from place to place to keep the budget lower. And this was the show that he wrote, and that's why the aliens are somewhat analogous to Vulcans and Romulans. Delenn would be the Vulcan type alien.
Yeah, as I said, that's what he claims to this day.
He has to say that he can't come out of that story that he was first.
There's a reason it never went anywhere in court.
Star Trek put it out, and he wrote a really good show. It couldn't be Star Trek, and the only thing he did wrong was talk about it. Everybody noticed the more than superficial similarities between this and Deep Space Nine. The thing is, this guy's a Star Trek level writer. And they have equally innovative, but just not as enduring and impactful and long-lasting music. And the one thing this show doesn't have is good lighting. It sucks.
Oh, that would have been interesting casting, Chuck Revere. Well, now he doesn't have to pay him.
Doc Brown would be a good choice. I mean, this guy is basically doing the voice of Christopher Lloyd, but they sound similar. The Bellboy is his movie. Don't ask me how I know that. This just feels like Odo and Quark, but
At one point, Jim's and Lita's actors were living together.
J. Michael Straczynski and who is Lita Alexander? Is that Andrea Thompson?
She's not in this season.
Andrea Thompson leaves to do first News and then 24. What a weird career path, huh?
Yeah.
Dan, they come out like within the same month, but I think Babylon 5 is like 3 weeks after Deep Space Nine, correct?
Something like that.
The thing is, there's a couple episodes that are real close.
Yeah. I know they rushed DS9 to get it out first.
Yeah, there was another. This is CW Star Trek.
Essentially. The primary was Superstation.
WB, right?
TBS.
Okay. That's why a lot of people saw it. I wonder if Chekhov's in this one. He would have showed up by now, though.
Yeah, he doesn't show up until much later.
Like season 3.
I forget which season exactly.
Commander Bestman. Bester, right?
Bester.
There we go. Chester Bester. He's a dick. That is such a 90s apartment.
Very.
They did not capture the future at all. Those cheap $20 chairs. Wow, they were flirty fighting when 15 minutes ago when they met, and now they're moved in together almost. They're gonna play house at Sinclair's place.
Sure, not gonna find it in Tennyson.
Sinclair, you sly dog, huh?
Yeah, don't talk her out of it.
Straczynski's next job after this is Spider-Man.
No, that's a mixed thing. I know it made money, but that wasn't very good.
What, his Spider-Man?
Any of the Spider-Man.
Remember how bad it was? They brought him in to unfuck the clone story. Do you just dislike Spider-Man because he's from New York?
Let's see here. Lita's actor was Patricia Tolman. She was actually doing B5 well. Oh. She was a stunt double on DS9. She is in Way of the Warrior. She is an officer sitting at tactical station on the Defiant.
She's good enough for like a starring role as a day player on B5, but she can sit and look at a console on Star Trek. It's been a long road. That's funny. Another species with glasses, Germ, and force lightning. Way to go with that.
Nice touch.
Those are pain givers, bro. Mess around. The last time I saw one of those was wow, whoa. It's been a while.
Check.
I feel like they would have had glasses designed a little more for their species, though. Very, very controversial, Germ.
That's a hell of a union promise. Oh, we're not quite shocking Miss Minniepenny. Ouch.
Is the assassin none other than Sully from Commando, the bad guy from the Warriors, David P. Kelly?
I'm not sure about that. Who doesn't enjoy beating their boss?
Is that what the kids call it these days?
Yes.
It's not Sully. Ah, it works out good. Don't ask. How dare you question my intentions?
Yeah, you would have if O'Hara kept his job. It's sad to have to end the episode with such a unfortunate display of the 90s. Not a bad episode up there until the end. Teague, you want to shout out the main show before we go?
Not a bad episode, by the way, Jerome. That's a pretty good, some pretty good stuff there. Not Star Trek, very controversial that you would do that, but you know what? Yeah, let me put the main show into the chat, guys. We got a show for you where we're going to talk about Star Trek. There will be no news or updates of any kind, and we're going to cover the first 60 years of Star Trek on TV. It's obviously not going to be comprehensive, but there you go. We'll be over on my channel in about 10 minutes, and we'll kick it off for you. And
Dr. Trek.
Yeah, we will cover all of that, all from TV Star Trek. We'll try to talk about every franchise. I don't know if we'll be able to cram in every single thing. Obviously, 4 hours. You could just talk about the motion picture alone that long, and the next week will be movie Star Trek. As we get ready for 60 years of Star Trek, the end of the first 59 years, we'll round them off.
Sounds good.
See you there, sirs and madams.
And did you have an answer for Trek Reviewer?
Which one is that? What's the question?
The link about Dr. Trek.
Oh, did you send it to my to the Saving Star Trek email? I think I did see it. He is okay, as far as I know. I'll have to look though. I didn't check. I did get an email from someone about him. I thought it was radioactive. He's been around for a while. He's a Spotify guy, so I don't know where he comes from. If he wrote a couple of Star Trek books and he's an early podcaster, I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know. I'll check it out though. Thank you for the info. I'm sorry I didn't get back to you.
All right. We'll see everyone at the main Star Trek show, and we'll be back here on this channel tomorrow for Landman. Take care, everybody.
Bye, everybody.